Feel the rush, breathe it in. Take this moment, start again. 'Cause it's now, right now. This is where it all begins. Everybody has a past, everybody has a story. It's okay if it's not that pretty. 'Cause there's no going back, there's only moving forward. So come on, come on. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. We're gonna light it up like fireworks in the sky. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. See the stars in your eyes, lighting up like the 4th of July. 'Cause we're here, right here, underneath this moon tonight. Everybody has a past, everybody has a story. It's okay if it's not that pretty. 'Cause there's no going back, there's only moving forward. So come on, come on. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. We're gonna light it up like fireworks in the sky. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. We're gonna set it off, we're gonna light it up, we're gonna take it all, we're gonna own the night. We're gonna set it off, we're gonna light it up, we're gonna own the night. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. We're gonna light it up like fireworks in the sky. We're gonna shine like stars tonight. 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 Breathe it in, take this moment, start again.
Marching towards the new horizon with a clear vision. With one mind, one heart, one voice. Marching towards the new horizon.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I declare this convocation ceremony open.
Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is with great honor that we now invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Sri Utama Arshad Ayub, Chancellor, Inti International University, to deliver his address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, members of the Board of Governors, faculty and staff of INTI, parents, family, friends and distinguished guests. It is with great honor that I cordially welcome you to INTI's convocation ceremony for the graduating class of November 2018. I would like to start by conveying my sincere welcome and appreciation to Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Zain Al-Abidin Ibni Tuanku Muhriz, who is with us today. He is an avid sportsman, and later in the day, INTI will be entering into a memorandum of understanding which inspires Sport Berhad to conduct a baseline research on sporting activities in the state of Negeri Sembilan. Ladies and gentlemen, my heartiest congratulations to all our graduates today. This is a momentous milestone for you and for those who have supported you throughout your academic journey as a community. We celebrate your accomplishments. Indeed, your achievement today reflect INTI's core purpose of nurturing visionaries, innovators, and leaders, and with great values and skills. As you embark on the first steps toward your next goal, allow me to share my life experiences with you. But before I do that, it is important for the graduates to remind themselves the three, I call it, basic core values, and that is integrity, honesty, and transparencies. If you have nothing else to take back today, this morning, remember that. I will repeat that. Honesty, integrity, and transparency. The name is very simple. If you look at INTI, integrity, honesty, and transparency. I was raised in an environment of hardship and poverty, but I was not one to be easily discouraged. So I took on every educational opportunity to advance and improve my position in life. I've even failed my studies, but later, as a private candidate, I managed to excel in the higher school certificate examination with 3 principals and 1 subsidiary in December 1953, while I was studying in the College of Agriculture. I think for the graduates today, you're very fortunate. You have your parents with you. But I graduated from College of Agriculture and later at Aberystwyth University in Wales, but never had a chance for my parents to see me because they all have died. So you people, graduates today, are very lucky. And above all, you must be very grateful to your parents and those who have helped you to get the education today. Now, I still remember when I was at the College of Agriculture, how the senior students help you in your course. I had no general science at all, no knowledge of science, except I was good at mathematics. And that is, I do not know what is botany, what is zoology, what is physics and chemistry, but I know a subject called health science. They call it at that time hygiene and physiology, and I got a credit for that in the school certificate in December 1948. So that you can imagine how long ago it was. But I was lucky. At the College of Agriculture, we had 4 senior students who helped me in my daily understanding of sciences. And I can remember their name, and one of them is Mr. Tan Teng Lai, who taught me and helped me in physics. And then I have Lai Chanwa, who helped me in zoology. And I have William Sankey, who helped me in botany. And I have Wan Don, who later went to Belfast University, who later became the Director General of Agriculture in Malaysia, and he helped me in chemistry. So these 4 senior students helped me to understand what are the 4 basic subjects in agriculture: physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology. So therefore, there is a need, even as senior students in the future, to help those who probably need help themselves. Their guidance and the belief that the late bloomers like me could still succeed in life and spurred me on. I realized that to succeed, you cannot accept mediocrity, and you have to set a high benchmark for yourself to compete globally. We are no more in competition among the universities in Malaysia, but among more than the region, and in fact all over the world. And if you have a good qualification, you can go anywhere in part of the world. Just not think about Malaysia. Yes, you could be loyal to Malaysia, but there's nothing wrong in taking job and taking opportunities of work in other countries. I want to emphasize that this day, despite making a remarkable milestone in your life, on which you and your families are rightfully proud of, also signifies the beginning of a long journey ahead of you. This is why you should never waver in your quest to achieve all that you can. Success, as you have already learned during your time at INTI, requires hard work, persistence, and to break down barriers, and to learn to work as a team. If you need to go through a brick wall, try to find a ladder to climb over it, or find ways to go around it, instead of going up, or instead banging your head to the wall. In this day and age of technological marvels, there are always solutions and peers to assist you in any challenge that you may face. Never give up. If you fall once, get out. Second time, you still get up. So whenever you fall, please get up. If you don't, you will be taken away by either by waves or by the river, and you get drowned. Dear graduates, on this occasion, allow me to remind you that studying at a university is more just about educating oneself in a specific discipline or profession. It is about developing ethical values and intellectual insights and understanding the importance of academic knowledge in the context of society at large. You have an enormous opportunity for making important contributions both in your careers and to your communities. I encourage you to use these opportunities to go forward and really make a difference in the world. I want to use the letters of the word REACH, R-E-A-C-H, and how the letters of this word REACH would release to you as you enter your next phase in life. The R stands for respect for everyone. Everyone has an important role to play, and each deserves your respect, and respect people, and they will then respect you. Do unto others as others will do unto you. The E stands for enjoy what you do. If you don't enjoy what you do, then that is really going to be a crisis. If you enjoy your job, you'll be much more productive and efficient. Do your best to make your own workplace a happy environment. And the A stands for attention. Pay careful attention to what others have to say and give credit for their input. And the C stands for communication. The importance of communicating well in a dignified way cannot be understood and relates to each of the points already stated. And in the world of work, I think English is very important. I don't have to stress it too much, but it definitely is important. And if you have the good command of English, you got a good chance of commanding a good job. And of course, there are other languages which is equally important. For example, like Mandarin, and then Arabic, and many other, the world of international language, the world of the languages of United Nations. H stands for home, life, and balance. And this is where many people missed it, actually. The fast-paced life that we are now living does not prevent you from stopping to smell the sweet roses, but only you can regulate that balance. I hope you might remember the word reach from today and the important messages that each of the letters carry. And this simple word will assist you to establish and enjoy a successful career and life. And don't forget what I mentioned earlier, the core values of life is integrity, honesty, and transparency. With us today are also members of the faculty who have guided and mentored you. They have shared their time, knowledge, and expertise to help you reach this important milestone. I would like to especially thank these faculty members, some of them are on the stage, and other supporting staff for having worked hard to fulfill not only the aspiration of the students, but also of the institution, that's INTI. So congratulations to the graduating class of November 2018, and to all parents, family, and friends who are here to celebrate these graduates' achievements. We hope to hear from you, your successes in life, and we encourage you to impart your wisdom and fellow INTI students in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato' Sri Utama Arshad Ayub. Today we have the privilege to have with us Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Dato' Sri Zain Al-Abidin Ibni Tunku Mukris, who is an advocate of social development for the youth and future generations. Tunku Zain was educated at the Kuala Lumpur Alice Smith School, Marlborough College, and the London School of Economics and Political Science, where he obtained his MSc in Comparative Politics. He then worked in the UK Houses of Parliament before moving to Washington, D.C. to join the World Bank as a public sector consultant. Upon returning to Malaysia, Tunku Zain worked in the United Nations Development Programme and the KRA Group before becoming a research fellow at the Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy at the National University of Singapore. Tunku Zain is advisor and patron to numerous educational and cultural organizations, a committee member of several societies, and a columnist in 3 newspapers. An Eisenhower Fellow, he has been selected for various leadership programs by the governments of Australia, France, and the European Union, and has received awards for integrity and impact among young leaders. Now, we would like to invite Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Dato' Sri Zain Al-Abidin Ibni Tunku Mukris to deliver his address.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. Tan Sri Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, members of the board, faculty, distinguished guests, parents, and most importantly, graduands. It is my privilege to be able to address you briefly this morning. Looking back on my own graduation not too long ago, I can confidently say that for most of you, today will separate 2 significant chapters of your life. You have invested much time, effort, and resources to get to this point, and from here onwards, most of you will be transitioning into the world of full-time employment, though some of you may pursue further study. There will be new pressures, new expectations, and new disappointments. Some of you will conclude that your long-held dreams are more difficult to achieve than you thought, that the competition is too great, or that you are held back by limitations outside your control. As Tan Sri Arshad said, learning to overcome such obstacles, learning to adapt to new realities is one of the challenges of adult life. No matter how well you know yourself, trust me, in 10 years, you will look back at today and consider how much you have evolved as a person. And as young people in the Malaysia of today, you have a particularly unique responsibility as you become fully participating members of society. The Malaysia of today is one of great optimism on the one hand, but also of great challenges on the other, of bountiful opportunity in some areas, but of worrying inequality in others, of potential sustainable development and prosperity, yet also of potential division and destitution. Through the think tank that I co-founded, the Institute for Democracy and Economic Affairs, IDEAS, my colleagues and I have been trying to return our country to what we believe were the founding principles. Our first Prime Minister, Tunku Abdul Rahman, often spoke of liberty and justice. Our first Yang di-Pertuan Agong, Tuanku Abdul Rahman, held strongly to the principles of the Constitution and the proper functioning of all of its institutions, from the monarchy to the Dewan Rakyat, the police to the Election Commission, the judiciary to the executive. Today, the proper functioning of our institutions remains key to the realization of Malaysia as a functioning democracy. And each and every one of you have a responsibility to behave as citizens of a functioning democracy. And what that means is that even if you are set on being a businessman or businesswoman or an entrepreneur or an accountant or a banker or an engineer or a lawyer or doctor or athlete or actor or musician or politician, regardless of your profession, you must always have regard to how you are being a good citizen. And of course, through your profession, you will be providing goods and services to others. But beyond that, it's important to find a passion that enables you to interact with fellow Malaysians so you can work together to make lives better for each other. And I hope that you have already learned the benefits of that while at INTI, but be ready to amplify this as you begin the next chapter of your life. And these activities don't necessarily have to be explicitly charitable or voluntary. Even sharing a hobby or playing a sport with others can do so much to inspire other people. And this is something I have learnt being involved with organizations involved in public policy, but also corporate boards, charitable foundations, musical and sports organizations. Indeed, after this ceremony, I will be witnessing the signing of a memorandum of cooperation between INTI University and N-Sport Berhad, based on our shared belief in the power of sport to transform individuals, communities, and ultimately the nation. And I'd like to thank my uncle, Tunku Kamil, Rakesh Chandanai, and Ramesh Chandanai for all their efforts towards this endeavor thus far. And I'm very grateful to Vice-Chancellor Dr. Joseph Lee for placing your trust in us to see this initiative through. I look forward to seeing how its initiatives develop. To all those graduating today, congratulations. May you be inspired by the principles mentioned by Tan Sri Arshad: integrity, honesty, and transparency. May you be motivated by a sense of patriotism and healthy competition. And may you provide the leadership through exemplary citizenship that Malaysia needs going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Datu Sri Zain Al-Abidin Ibni Tunku Mukris. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor I.R. Dr. Arazi Idrus, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of INTI International University, will now present the class of November 2018 for Doctor of Philosophy, Master's Degree, Bachelor's Degrees and Diploma programs.
Recipients of INTI International University Doctor of Philosophy, Master Degree, Bachelor Degree and Diploma, please rise. Chancellor, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Utama Arsyad Ayub, I present to you the recipients of Doctor of Philosophy, Master Degree, Bachelor Degree, and Diplomas from INTI International University class of 2018. They have successfully completed their academic requirements and passed all prescribed examinations.
I hereby confer the certificate to the recipients of class of 2018.
Recipients of INTI International University certificates, please be seated. The deans of the faculties request leave to present their candidates.
Chancellor, I present to you graduate for Doctor of Philosophy, Management, Abida Binti Saad. Abida Binti Saad thesis is the study on roles of work engagement between positive emotion, individual work performance, and perceived organizational support in banking sector, Peninsular Malaysia. The finding of this study reaffirmed the crucial role of positive emotion in influencing work engagement and individual work performance. By examining work engagement as a mediator for positive emotion and individual work performance, this study explored the process through which positive emotion is associated with individual work performance. The finding of the non-moderating effect of perceived organizational support suggests that more future study can be done in understand how organizational can influence work engagement and individual performance. Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you Dr. Abida Saad. Chancellor, I present to you graduates from the Faculty of Business, Communication and Law, Master of Business Administration. Atira Mudi. Wu Yen Hui. Chua Wei Chang. Edwin Ng Yao Chun. Farisa binti Mokhtar. Hu Tai Chan. Indan Mahana binti Abdullah. Masra Hanin binti Raban. Nasra binti Abdul Ghani. No Inyana binti Ramnan. Tan Fong Peng. Phong Lai Im. Hing Yen Chuan. Hu Jun Yao. Iwan Dalisa Isnin. Kok Chen Hong. Kong Yi Han. Wendy Lai. Leong Ka Man. Lim Lee Jun. Lo Lai Hang. Lo Wan Ching. Naziru Ahmad bin Samsudin. No Nazira binti Abdul Majid. Peng Rui Xiang. Samantha Siu. Steven Putu Jaya. Steven Tan Pun Cha. Tê Kok Ming. Tan Pei Ki. Wong Su A. Wong Zi Peng. Amirul Izzat bin Ismail. Annie senam anak lelaki Francis. Bai Ming Xuan. Zheng Chua Yi. Chu Hoi Kit. Chao Choket, Chu Chen Kang, Chua Pei Li, Dinata Rizki Ali Majid, Gan Chi Sing, Yi Ming Sheng, He Shipeng, Jagadish anak lelaki Ravindran, Ku Tek Ho, Li Yan Yan, Nilet Lim, Lim Ka Phai, Lin Jia Ming, Linh Ngọc Ing, Lu Siu Linh, Mohammed Anyet Salem Mohammed, Muhammad Noor Saril bin Abdul Rani, Qiu Yue Ting, Rajashwali Kangaranam, Lia Andani Nazuzan, Samir Sulaiman Zalim El Busari, Siwarani Paramasivam, Shalin Po, Shi Lei, Solanga Batu, Song Xiaokang, Dan Pan Ping, Tengku Fatihah binti Tengku Hashim, Teo Xin Yi, Dong Ji Ni, 天宇玉、Dulcie Emilia de Cruz, Vishanan Ravi Chandran, Wahid Fatima Hima Mohammed, Wang Hong Mei, Wang Jun Yurui, Wang Wenzhen, Wang Zhenyu, Wei Mengzheng, Wu Tong, Xu Yujia,徐正达，严星星，叶一天，张雅兰，张雅兰，赵明，Bachelor of Accountancy, Agnes Teo, Chok Sin Yi, Chin Pui Kwang, Chung Jia Wen, Arina T, Kok Wai Man, Lai Chin Fei, Lao Wai Yi, Lee Cheng Eng, Lee Li Hong, Ong Cha Le, Ong Yong Cheng, Sim Jing Yi, Winnie Chia, Cham Ka Heng, Chong Hui Ming, Chin Pui Teng, Chong Yi Huat, Chong Yuan Chin, Chong Wei Kin, Chua Sen Yao, Chua Yong Jin, Eng Seng Yi, Han Sing Ling, Henry Chong, Kelvin Sylvia, Kui Cheng Eng, Nava Linden, Li Hui Yin, Lui Hao Yi, Lim Jing Yi, Lim Keng Lai, Lim Wong Hong, Leng Mi Tan, Malisa Saswani, Nicole Yap, Nikki Nanina, Pan Lai Hui, Sharon Goh Peng Ying, Xiao Xu E, Tan Ken Hui, Tae Yong Hui, Thi Hui Ting, Dinesh Tankaran, Deng Peng Leong, Wang Sahira, Wee Shi Lei, Yong Jia Wee, Bachelor of Financial Planning, Chi Li Ling, 冯家信。Adam Misa bin Kamal Shah. Aaron Tiong. Chan Chi Han. Chen Kai Lin. Cheryl Dan. Chong Zhi Ying. Hao Junjie. He Ka Wen. Joanne Lim. Ki Hui Zhen. Kok Chi Chen. Lai Cheng Shen. Li Pengyi. Li Wei Xin. Lim Cha Ho. Lim Seng Kit. Lim Vui Lun. Lô Chun Hong. Ô Bình Xiang. Shalini Inawalaku. Sim Jiang Yong. Tan Guan Yu. Tan Guan Yu. Tan Zhu Yi. Tan Kok Xiong. Tan Si Pei. Teo Yan Sin. Yan Tak Loi. Bachelor of Mass Communications. Chong Fei Yen. Chong Xiang Long. Lim Wen Jun. Tan Pei Xuan. Wang Xiaowei. Ben Rayapan anak lelaki David. Chang Guang Mei, Chok Po Yin, Chong Ke Yin, Chong Feng Wong, Alicia Ho Chui Yi, Farah Nadia, Feng Chi Yen, Goh Jia Wen, Jalice Tan Heng Lee, Karishma Krishna Sami, Quek In Ming, Lau Hui San, Lee Vincent, Lea Yong, Lim Chi Quan, Lim De Hui, Lo Fang Ki, Mil Kasafari, Ng Chu Xuan, Goh Hui Min, Ong Jia Qi, Kamen Pang, Sheikh Sai Safid bin Shai Khalid, Dan Qi Jun, Dan Li Yen, Teo Yi Seng, Wee Jia Min, Yap Ka Seng, Yap Sin Yi, Chai Yi Fang, Diploma in Business, Cassie Lim, Cheng Ka Man, Chen Un Ket, Chin Si Wen, Chin Sok Yi, Chong Kim Xiong, Chong Pei Ni, okay. Choi Xiao Wen, Chua Ming Kiat, Gan Zheng Hao, Gan Mi Sin, Go Zhong Yi, Go Ying Shen, Heng Ji Lu, Kick Jeffrey, Kick Jeffrey, Kawin Cha, Kok Siu Ding, Kok Siu Ping, Lam Jun Jia, Li Kai Jie, Li Xin Tian, Li Jun Kiat, Leong Ka Wei, Liu Ka Yi, Lim Ai Qian, Lo Hao Yuan, Lu Jia Xin, Losi Rajendran, Lo Chi Ying, Lo Zheng Xian, Eng Kai Eng, Eng Si Man, No Shafira binti Abdul Rahman, Ong Wai Sin, Pang Wei Shen, Navina Nabia Ravindran, Xia Yi Ling, So Ga Yi, Dan Jing Yi, Dan Jun Wei, Tan Wei Lun เตจาชีเทนยันเจนตงเพยลิงทูโพชุนวงฮาวเย็นวงฮุยลิงวงกาฮุยอีกอันเมยองชาเคียงชาชิงชวนอัติกาปินตีบาดารุดินเตียวโฮเชนลีชาอิงกาลีชาอิงกาN N
Chancellor, I would like to present the Industry Award to the outstanding graduates. This Industry Award is a distinctive award given by our industry partners and multinational corporations in recognition of our students' excellent performance in their academic studies and extracurricular leadership, and being innovative in the development of their research projects. May I now invite Dr. Amy Lee Seegyuk, Senior Executive Director, Le Lam Advisory Services, Sendirian Berhad, to come on stage to present the Le Lam Advisory Services, Sendirian Berhad for Best Accounting Student. The award is a cash check for 500 ringgit and a plaque, and the award goes to Ms. Ernia TZZ. Next is the Le Lam Advisory Services Sendirian Berhad for Best Finance Student. The award is a cash check for £500 and a plaque. And the award goes to Ms. Fong Ji Zin. Thank you, Dr. Amy Lim. May I now invite Dr. Joseph Lee, Vice-Chancellor, Inti International University, to come on stage to present the Tagas Broadcast and Multimedia Sendirian Berhad for Best Journalism Student. The award is a Aperture We Make D2, and the award goes to Ms. Chung Xiang Nong. Thank you, Dr. Joseph Lee. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Maria Banks, Associate Dean Undergraduate, Development, University of Hertfordshire, to present the recipients of the University of Hertfordshire Awards for Master in Business Program. There are two recipients of this award. They are Ms. Athriya Murthy Karanumurthy and Ms. Lau Wan Zing. Thank you, Mrs. Maria Banks. Now I would like to invite Mr. Peter Thomas, Mass Communications Program Leader, University of Hertfordshire, to present the recipients of the University of Hertfordshire Awards for Mass Communication Program. There are two recipients of this award. They are Ms. Lim Wen Jun. And Ms. Wong Xiu Yi. Thank you, Mr. Peter Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor IR Dr. Arazi Idris, Deputy Vice-Chancellor of INTI International University, will now present the award of degrees of the university in absentia.
Chancellor, I present to you, in addition, for the award of degrees of the university in absentia, those candidates whose names appear in the order of proceedings, but who have not been presented in person at this ceremony.
By the authority vested in me, I admit these candidates to certificates of the university in absentia.
Thank you, Professor IR Dr. Arazi. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony would not be complete without a valedictorian speech. In this convocation, Mr. Lee Lit Hong from Bachelor of Accountancy program will be giving the valedictorian speech representing the graduation class of 2018. Lee Lit Hong is a dedicated student who has been achieving academic excellence since high school. Despite being good in science, he chose a different path by pursuing a degree in accountancy, as he found accounting to be his true interest. For his involvement in extracurricular activities since secondary school, he received various awards for active contribution to service. Throughout his 5 years of university life, he served in INTI's Student Action Club in various capacities, such as event committee member, event manager, chairperson, and also advisor. His persistence in participation was driven by the desire to help people through charity projects and activities. He believes that a small random act of kindness can be meaningful and can make a difference for the betterment of the community. Under his leadership, his Student Action Club had won many awards such as the Best Community Service Club, Best Student Interactive Club, and Best Affiliate Award. The leadership also allowed Lee to balance work and study and play well. Lee has consistently done well academically at INTI. To realize his childhood American dream, Lee participated in a work and travel program in the United States last summer. Lee agrees that traveling does broaden the mind, and after his short getaway, he is now recharged and ready to pursue a career of his interest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome Mr. Lee Lit Hong.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Warmest welcome to our distinguished guests, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Sri Utama Arsyad Ayub, Chancellor of INTI International University, Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Dato Sri Zain Al Abidin Ibni Tuanku Muhriz, founding president of the Institute of Democracy and Economic Affairs. Mr. Tim Bulow, Chief Executive Officer of INTI Education Group. Dr. Joseph Lee, Vice Chancellor, INTI International University. Members of Board of Governors, INTI International University. Mrs. Maria Banks and Mr. Peter Thomas, representatives from University of Hertfordshire. Respected lecturers, INTI management, parents, guardians, friends, and not to forget, fellow graduates of Class 2018. It is a great honor to stand here representing the graduation cohort to deliver the valedictorian speech. I am sure that we all remember how exciting it was being in university on the very first day. Time just flew by so fast. Today is the day that we have been longing for, and this is the day that we celebrate our hard work and successes for the past few years. We have no reservations mentioning that INTI International University has provided us with one of the finest qualities of education in this country. INTI's partnerships with the globally reputable universities and multinationals give students the most international exposure that prepare them to face the real world. Also, we thank INTI for the best ever university experience through its huge number of student societies and activities, offering unique opportunities for learning and friendship. Not to forget the educators, our lecturers, who willingly share their knowledge and experiences with us. An American politician, Solomon Ortiz, once said, "Education is the key to success in life, and teachers make a lasting impact in the life of their students." We should remember their dedications and efforts that continuously inspire more young people and to make them successful in life. We thank you for your contribution. To our loved ones, family, guardians, we can never thank you enough for your unconditional love. You are our first teachers who have told us a lot about life and our best supporters whenever we needed someone the most. Also, I would like to take this opportune moment to thank my mom and dad, who had no idea that I would be up here today. Mr. and Mrs. Lee, thank you for giving me complete freedom and full support in what I wanted to do, making me that much stronger and more independent today. Fellow graduates, please rise and face the proud guests behind you. To our family, our loved ones, we appreciate every sacrifice that you have made, providing the best thing that you could offer us. So graduates, please bow. Please remain standing. Turn to the front to face the educators. As a token of appreciation for their guidance and support, graduates, please bow. You may be seated. Everyone may have distinct life encounters, but I'm here today to share with you the 3 biggest life lessons that university life has taught me. Number 1, embrace challenges. Do not just limit ourselves to what we are capable of doing. Try something beyond it. Make it a challenge, and these may result in something more rewarding in your life. Number 2, do not attach ourselves to just one thing. Get involved in activities and society. This is a whole new learning opportunity to try out something different, a chance to do something meaningful for the people around, and to develop a wider social connections through these exposures. It is all about the efforts for self-development after all. Number 3, remember, set priorities. We can always find time for something: work, entertainment, activities, friends, family, and of course for ourselves. What does matter is how to juggle all this around, making our time spent with quality. I find this lesson really important to the current state of our working life. There is a quote by Dolly Parton that goes, "Never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life." Looking back at my university life, from being a nobody to being the leader of various student-led projects, chairperson of the prestigious Student Society, organizer of INTI's 30th anniversary celebration, and the head of Independent Commission of INTIMA's student government presidential election, it was merely like playing video games. It got harder from one year to another as I started to bear greater responsibilities. However, it gave me great satisfaction as I cleared each level of challenges and unlocked new learning experiences. I truly cherish the opportunity to be able to meet people of different professions and backgrounds at INTI. From classroom desks to dining tables, I appreciate every single good or bad moment that we have spent together. This journey would not have been completed without any of you. For the past 5 months, I have been involved in a work and travel program, which has taken me to the United States. It has been an eye-opening experience to learn the Western culture, to meet and to work with people of different nationalities. Although most of us in the workplace are not many from the industry, what makes me so outstanding in the job is the interpersonal skills learned in INTI. Having good time management, self-discipline, and good communication skill, as well as teamwork, add value to make people more successful in today's workplace. Most importantly, this travel program has given me another learning takeaway, which is to go for what you want to do, follow your heart and your will, leave no regrets in your life. Fellow graduates, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Again, YOLO. You only live once. So live life to the fullest and let us strive for something better for the next milestone of our life. Again, congratulations. Thank you all, and I wish you the very best.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. Joseph Lee, Vice Chancellor, INTI International University, to present a bouquet of flowers to the valedictorian. Thank you, Dr. Joseph Lee and Mr. Lee Lit Huang. We thank you for attending today's ceremony and sharing this proud moment with all our new graduates. We would also like to thank our dedicated staff and students for the gamelan performance throughout the event. I now invite the Chancellor to adjourn the ceremony.
I now declare this convocation ceremony adjourned.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem. Please remain standing for the academic recessional.
Feel the rush, breathe it in. Take this moment, start again. 'Cause it's now, right now. This is where it all begins. Everybody has a past, everybody has a story. It's okay if it's not that pretty. 'Cause there's no going back, there's only moving forward. So come on, we're gonna shine.
Thank you, thank you. Could we all please stand up to hear the national anthem? Good afternoon to our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. we would like to welcome everyone here today. Thank you for making time to participate in today's event, in which I was the Deputy CEO. The idea was planted then. Welcome, Ms. Pan.
Director of N Sports Berhad, Mr. Rakesh Chandra Nair, Project Director of N Sports Berhad, Tan Sri Datuk Sri Utama Arshad Ayub, our beloved Chancellor of Inti International University, Mr. Tim Billow, CEO of Inti International University and Colleges, Inti International University. We are honored to be working alongside N Sports Sunan Berhad today in signing an official memorandum of cooperation. This momentous occasion is the first collaboration effort to further sports development and the physical activity sector at the grassroots level in the country, beginning in the state of Negeri Sembilan. It's such a momentous occasion to me. In INTI, we believe in reinventing education for the leaders of the future. Right? And we believe in education empowering lives. This effort to me is about empowering as well. It is empowering people from the grassroots to take charge, to contribute to their state, to contribute to the nation. And that's each and every one of us. We think of sports as something that brings glory to the state and to the nation. Yes, well, that's true. I think what N-Sport is trying to do is even better than that.
Just said, we're so happy to be doing this with INTI. And particularly today, we're honoured by the presence of Tan Sri Chancellor and such a high-level delegation from INTI to witness this. Despite the sporting prowess here at INTI, I have to say, I beat your squash players. And I hope that as this initiative kicks off, we will be able to have a rematch and I will be soundly defeated. But, you know, the state of Negeri Sembilan has always been a sporting one. I mean, members of my family have pioneered different sports over the decades. I believe one of the earliest squash matches in the country was between Kanku Jaffar and Tun Abdul Razak back in the 20s. And our first Agong, my great-grandfather, was an avid tennis player, boxer, and cricketer. And although boxing is not so much active in my family today, I think between Chitu Kamal and I, cricket and tennis are still played, but we will not have a boxing spar. So I think it's very meaningful that, you know, apart from all the academic rigor that INTI will bring, apart from all the expertise that INTI will bring, the fact that INTI International University is here in Negeri Sembilan, I think gives it that extra edge. And I hope that through the study that we will do, through the impact that that study will be able to have in every sport at the community level, for disabled people, for other disadvantaged communities, for women, this will mean not only more medals, but a greater place for sport and all the collaboration, all the discipline that brings to the people of Negeri Sembilan. And I hope that is a model we will export to the rest of the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is university. How are you going to work? I suggest you work very closely with this type of schools, the universities, who have some sort of whatever they call it. Some call it even have a degree and diploma in sports science. And I think one of them, I think your ITM has it, but I don't know which campus. But you can check whether there is one in Negeri Sembilan.
Yeah, there's one campus, Tan Sri.
Negeri Sembilan, they have 3 campuses.
Yeah, one of the campus offers sports science.
Which one? In Negeri
If
Sembilan?
I'm not mistaken, it's the Seremban 2 or something like
Yeah,
that.
Seremban 3 or Seremban 2.
Yeah.
And then they have also at Kuala Pilah.
Yeah.
And they have also at Rembau. So maybe you should ask for their cooperation or comments about it. It would be a good idea to work closely with these 3 times. I don't know whether you have a sports school.
In terms of N Sport Berhad, represented by Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Zain, Yang Mulia Tunku Dato Kamil, Mr. T. Mahendranathan, and Mr. Rakesh Chandra. I forgot to make an important announcement, but I'd like to make the announcement now, just for your information. For N Sport Berhad, Yang Mulia Tunku Kamil will sign, and the witness signatory will be Rakesh. For Inti International University, Dr. Joseph Lee will sign, and Ms. Tan Lin Na will sign as the witness. Could we have the signing?
Good, luckily I'm not signing.
Witness assigned.
Not quite so grand.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good.
Good that you were.
Exchanging the vows. Now we watch you exchanging your vows.
This way, please. Yeah. Okay, hold on one more time here. Yeah, thumbs up. Yep. Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, please be seated. Just 1 minute. Arshad Ayub. It's a baton from the London Olympics. So we have now officially passed on the baton for Inti to take and run. Just in case you're wondering, the significance of this is when we hosted the London 2012 Olympic Games, we made a replica of this to give it to all the volunteers and those who involved from around the world. About 40,000 of them we had volunteers, and we gave it to them so that they will carry the message of a spirit of friendship, harmony to the rest of the world. And in terms of today, our ambition is we want to leave a legacy in Malaysia, world-class programs and programs that communities will come and join. And Inti being our partner, this is the starting shot of that legacy. And hopefully this baton signifies that. Thank you so much. Okay, now I was also told there's a presentation from Inti for Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Zain and Tunku Kamil. I would like to invite the Inti delegates to exchange memento.
You're looking at a picture of myself, yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
and to Yang Mulia Tunku Kamaya.
Thank you very much.
Okay, please be seated for the press conference, but before that, I would like to invite again
Momentous occasion, and we really want to further sports management. So INTI is going to offer 3 PhD scholarships for people to pursue sports management.
And I believe there is a start. In years to come, there'll be more, I believe. Hopefully. Anyway, just to give you a long shot of what INTI is planning to pursue through this project. In January, they are planning to start a faculty or department known as IRIS, which is Interdisciplinary Research Sports Institute. And we believe this initiative will eventually open up door for a lot of young people and mature potential students to look at INTI as a pathway for lifelong learning in sports industry, which is very much lacking in this country, because from the little knowledge that I know, there are only 3 or 4 universities in this country offering sports science courses, mainly in UPSI, UPSI in Tanjung Malay. The pioneer of sports science college, sports science education is actually in University Malaya, but UPSI provides the largest number of seats. And then they have got, as what Tan Sri said, UITM has joined the bandwagon. And now with INTI coming on board, I think this will be really an exciting opportunity for those residing in Negeri Sembilan particularly. And the message to the audience here, I mean, people from the sports network, you don't have to look beyond INTI if you have intention to create pathway for your child's education. Okay, now before we start lunch, I would like to invite press. I was told there were some media people here. Media? Anyone from media here? No. Okay. So if there's no media, then there won't be any press conference. However, the media people have asked us to send pictures and a story about here, because they have got 2-3 other events taking place in Kuala Lumpur. On that note, I would like to thank everyone who has made time to come here today. Thank you very much for all the support. Thank you very much for coming to grace this event. And thank you very much for coming to International Institute. We can now adjourn for lunch. Thank you.